Hello, my name is Gary, and this is the story of my ghost cat. In 1985, my wife and I bought an old farm outside of town in Middle Tennessee. Out in back of this old farm was a 100-year-old red oak barn, which you see here. And being an astronomy nut, I built a little planetarium out here. We're standing in that barn now, and I've been coming out here in the light, in the dark, for some 35 years and had never witnessed anything strange whatsoever, despite the fact that this place is very, very old, until recently. Well, some strange things began happening out here in the barn. This is my visitor center. The couches here are where people come to watch the star shows and then go into the star chamber right next door. Well, things started disappearing out here one day last fall. Not really disappearing. Well, they wouldn't disappear for long. They were getting moved around. For example, I would put something here on this table. I would come back an hour later and it would be gone. Now, it wasn't gone for good. I would find it somewhere else, like maybe over here on the pool table. Now, after this happened a couple times, I began wondering what was going on. So, I have an open mind. I believe in ghosts, especially since something weird was happening out here. So I got a Ouija board. Went to Toys R Us, bought a Ouija board. Well, a week later, the planchette from that Ouija board disappeared, and this time it was just gone. To this day, it was just gone. So I began wondering what was going on, and then I forgot about it for a while until something else happened. About a week after these occurrences, I was walking here into the planetarium proper when all of a sudden my mind just kind of clicked. And I looked down really fast, and just for a split second, I thought I saw something low to the ground, dark, and then it was gone. So then I got to thinking, is this a cat out here? Do I have a ghost cat? Well, it wasn't too many days later when it happened. A couple days later, I was coming here into my planetarium itself. This is where I give star shows for kids. I was over here by the screen where I project the stars, and I was bending down when it almost felt like electricity shot through my body, and something, I swear to you, brushed up against my leg, and I basically fell over in shock and disbelief. And of course, nothing was there. So out in the yard, I saw something low and black. This time I felt something. It brushed up against my leg and then was gone. Now, in 35 years, I've never come across a cat in the old barn. I'm sure they're in there, because I don't see too many mice. And I'm sure they come and go, but they don't stay in there. So I started thinking, well, if I have a ghost cat, where's it from? And then I thought, well, we do have an old pet cemetery on the property. It's kind of grown over now. But we have buried 4 cats and 1 unfortunate dog visitor over the last 35 years. Only one of those cats was dark. He was our first cat, Nicholas Sylvester. He never liked it here much. He died soon after we moved here in '85. But is it Nicky that I'm seeing? Didn't know what to do after that. Until about 3 months later, I was taking some pictures out here in the barn. So as time wore on, I kind of forgot about the ghost cat. And I've been the subject of several newspaper articles a gentleman was coming to take pictures for a book that I was going to be in, I hoped. So I started taking some of my own pictures of my collection of planetaria and related devices, and I took a picture. Well, I took a lot of pictures, but one of them of my main stage area had something a little strange in it. So I'm going to end this little video with a picture of that, and you be the judge if you think maybe you see something like I think I see something in this picture. Things getting moved around, seeing something, feeling something, having a pet cemetery next door. I think I had a ghost cat, and he didn't want me fooling around with that Ouija board, apparently. Well, I'm getting up there in age. I'm not going to have any more seances. Nothing's happened since. But I think he came out briefly, got my attention, let me take his picture just to say that he was okay. And after 35 years, he was okay with us moving to this old farm and this old barn. So I'll leave you now. That's my ghost cat story. And I'll leave you now with the picture and see what you think. Thanks for listening to the story of the ghost cat.